Hello guys, this is Rizaldi Valencia, and I work for Black Education and the producer of Reading Eggs and other products. I'm just here to show you my process of how I animate and from storyboard to the final video. Right now we have this project called problem solving, mostly for mathematics for kids. So without further ado, let's go jump into it. Alright, first, sorry for my squeaky chair. First we usually get the script written by the teachers, and right now I'm doing this video 3 animation. So it says Easy and One are brother sister. Easy, the girl, is sick in bed. We see One, a boy, running around like mad before he finally collapses on the bed. Oh, I might change that. Next to Easy, looking as sick as his sister. Looking as sick. Oh well, I didn't do that. Anyway, Easy was sick in bed today. That's the question. Her fitness tracker says she only took 85 steps. One went for a run and took 1,000 times as many steps today. How many steps did One take today? So I'm making a little intro video for that. Not too long, maybe around 10-20 seconds. So after I have the script, I'll start making the storyboard, like this one. So I do this roughly, just enough to see what's happening in the scene. So I decided to use the sofa because it's more natural for kids to hang out on the sofa instead they're in their own bed and they're sick, and it's more fun. Anyway, so there's Easy there. A bit of close-up shot here. That's and then he comes One running around the house, and he just sat there, kind of proud of what he's done. And it shows Easy shows her watch. It shows 85. And then One also showing his watch, something like that. So I have to make this interesting. So I have to put that in, use a Flash, what they call the Adobe Animate, and make a storyboard. I mean, make it more interesting. Add some sound and stuff. Where is that? To find it. Alright. Here we go. I just played it for you guys.
Izzy was sick in bed today. Her fitness tracker says she only took 85 steps.
Aww.
One went for a run and took 1,000 times as many steps today.
Yes!
How many steps did One take today?
Yeah, and once that's approved by our boss, I'm gonna jump into building them first in Photoshop, because I can use Flash straight to Flash or Animate CC, but I want to put the texture of like line work and hand drawn instead of a kind of very graphic style in Flash. That's why I'm using Photoshop and Animate CC to put this all together. Okay, now so that's the storyboard. So all I have to do is just, also before this, I designed the characters already based on the I'll show you. So we have this character design that I've done previously. So this is One, and that's Easy. I don't know if you can see my cursor. Maybe I show my cursor. It's not showing up. Oh, okay. Yeah, this one doesn't show. So this is one, and that's easy. These guys are from the previous video, which I can show you too, how it looked like, but I'm not gonna show the whole thing. Okay, so here we go. So this is the first video.
More, more, more. You can solve problems using place value thinking. Gigi baked 36 cupcakes for the cake stall. Hans baked 10 times as many cupcakes. How many?
Alright, that's all I can show, and there's the other one.
In 1 hour, Ben can cycle 17 kilometers. Freya hops in a jet plane and goes 100 times as far. How far did Freya go in 1 hour?
Alright. Sorry, that's all I can show you. Alright, and now let's turn this off. Turn that off. Put this away. Now let's go. Also, the studio provide me with the narration, the audio of the speaker, but the rest I did all the sound effect and the music using the Animate CC. That's what I'm using to edit everything, so it's faster. Alright, so let's go down here now. Let's go. Now first I'm using Photoshop to build the characters. But I have to pre-plan everything first. Who's moving, what's moving there. Let's say I need to do the background first, so I have a base to put the characters. So what I do, I already designed the background. So this is my guide from the storyboard, and I just start building everything. I just turn on the layers in Photoshop. In that case, you see immediately I changed the color of the couch. It was like this before, but because they kind of had dark skin, the characters, it won't show up, so I changed it into this, and it's more like brighter as well. Alright, so and now that's the background. Alright, and then after that I would make a black and white representation of this, so when I start animating or drawing the character, it won't be too busy right now. So I made a gray version like that and change the opacity because I need to start building. As you can see, you can still see easy and the rough storyboard in the back, just for guide for the positioning of the characters and size comparison. Okay, so I'll show easy first. I've done this already. I just need to show you what I've done. So, see, this is from the character design as a guide for me. I bring that into Photoshop just to see. And alright, then I start drawing her roughly. And then what I do, I would make a big version of her, so the resolution when I import it to Flash, it's still very good instead of drawing it small like this. So I have to make a bigger version, and I just match the size later. So that's my bigger version. Okay, what I would do, I turn off and just put a white background or a blue background. Just use a white background. And then from this, I would start coloring her. Wait, all right. And because Easy, she's not really moving much. So all I have to do is just give her a nice color. Alright. And what I did, I decided to separate the eyes. So this animation style is called limited animation, where body parts are separate. It's like the old Yogi Bear, which I worked for a long time ago for Hanna-Barbera. Yogi Bear and other stuff, Flintstones, they're all separate, you know. So it's kind of save some time and energy and resources. All right, and now because her arm would be separate, I would draw a separate arm, and doing a little animation, as you can see. And also I made a different separate eyes and lips to put some expression in it. Okay, so I did get confused, but of course these arms are behind Easy's body, but I just did this so when I'm exporting it, I see it should register. See, she's lifting it because she has to show her wrist, her Fitbit, whatever, and that's the part. And of course I would put different eyes. Here I want her to blink a bit, blink, and then look at her watch and do some fun expression along the way, reacting to her brother who is so annoying running around the house. Yes. Yeah. And also there's a close-up shot of her hand showing her Fitbit. After I've done that, okay, and then I'll show you one as well, just to show you. It's the same thing. Just turn up Easy. Okay, so that's the reference for one. And of course he's running around, and I would make a loop of him running around the house. So what I did, I separate the legs because it's the only part of his body moving around, just to save import stuff too, because that would, when you import too much, it would make the file so heavy that your computer is going to slow down. And also this is the style I want to do. So that's the run cycle. And the body would be underneath anyway. It's just a trick, and it's really quick, you don't really see it. So I made a loop, and then when he finally sat on the sofa, which if you remember in the animatic, he would jump to the sofa. Let's show the sofa. He would jump. That's the first movement. Alright. Boom. Boom. He would jump. Land on the sofa. And then start doing gestures. So here I separate some parts again. I would separate the arm because it's gonna show his wrist as well. And it's gonna say yes, 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 and and then it will settle. And then of course I made a separate head where it would say yes, yes, and then do some blink, and that's it. And after that I would export that as PNG, and let's say I would export all of this one by one. I would export them, and it would show into something like this. See, these are all the PNGs. Because PNG is it's a good format and light, and it keeps the color. So that's one sample. You don't see the background, it's actually empty background. Alright, and then after that I will open the flash file and start importing one by one. Let's go to what's his name, 1. Okay, so let's go to 1 there. 1. Alright, so these are the imported PNG. Boom boom. What I will do, I still gonna manipulate those images to make it more interesting, instead of and add some I will squash them or do some take to make it more interesting instead of just very static. So he said yes, yes. So these are all the movements that he has to do. So if I play that,
Yes, 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 yes.
these are all the movement. Jump.
Yes. Yes.
Of course, there's no sound effect yet. That will be outside on the main video. Also, to show you the loop I did. So this is the loop. Pop, 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 pop. See, I'll make it going up and down, and that will be a loop, so repeating itself. All right. So anywhere I put that in the main video, it will just continue running. So I'll show you how I did that. Okay, this is also, I'm using another, wait, I'll turn this on, which I forgot. Animate. All I have to do is actually match the animatic I did before.
Izzy was sick in bed. Izzy
There's a track in here,
was sick in
zooming in,
bed
or
today.
tracking, and then close up, I say yes.
And took 1,000.
All I have to do is just match that. Alright, so let's go inside again. Let's show where I put the one running in when they start running.
Only took 85 steps.
Alright. And then one, here we go, run, one,
went
running on. See, I can change his position. So I start from here and go to the other side, off screen. So run out here. Then he will run behind the sofa. Because the sofa is in front, it will be hidden. You won't see.
And took
Yeah. And then
1,000 times
when he lands, I added the effects on that too. And make stuff moving.
many steps today.
Those like this lamp and other stuff actually separate PNG, so I can
How many
manipulate them. They don't belong to the background. The background itself is separate.
How many steps did Juan take today?
And then the rest. So when you go out there, see I did effects here.
Times as
Some dust, whatever.
times as many steps today.
Yes.
Okay.
I would add the sound.
How many steps did Juan take?
And that's the final look. So when I start playing that,
Izzy was sick in bed today. He took 85 steps and took 1,000 meters today. How many did Juan take?
alright. Okay, so here's the final video.
Izzy was sick in bed today. Her fitness tracker says she only took 85 steps. Juan went for a run and took 1,000 times as many steps today.
Yes!
How many steps did Juan take today?
And that's all. And it's done. So if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll answer your questions.